Happy Friday, Mustangs. Please stand for this morning's Pledge of Allegiance and place your hand over your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. You may be seated. Please take a moment of silence, to reflect upon your day ahead.
All right, so this morning we wanted to spend some time talking to you about your upcoming IAR test. IAR standing for I Am Ready. So we are going to start off this week, starting on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You will start off with your ELA test. Your teachers have already talked to you about this. ELA is a fancy way of saying reading. We know how hard you have been working. You are going to be testing in 3-period segments. So the great thing is you are comfortable with your LA teacher. You get to test in that room, so that will help ease any worries that you may have. Your teachers have totally prepared you to succeed on this test. Like we said, we're going to take this for 3 days, so Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. After you have your testing periods, you will just resume your regular schedule. Some of you may be eating lunch at a different time, and your teachers have talked to you about that. Some of you may be testing in a different room, and your teachers have talked to you about that too. The important thing to remember, like we said, is to trust everything your teachers have taught you and believe in your abilities to really rock out this test. If you are getting pizza on Tuesday,
Yum.
You will still get that pizza even if you're eating in a different location. Don't worry about it. We're just going to handle that process a little bit differently. Where you won't have cards, you'll just be able to tell them in the cafeteria that you've signed up for pizza.
All right, Ms. Vo made my part super easy. So math, you can see that schedule up there. We don't expect you to read it right now, but you'll be testing on Monday the 11th, Tuesday the 12th, and Wednesday the 13th. It is a shorter test. You'll take it again in your math classroom with your glorious math teacher there with you. Similar things, students, you'll take it and then you'll resume your schedule. Same thing with pizza as well. You might be taking or eating your lunch in a different location, different time. You'll simply just come down to the cafeteria, give them your name, they'll take you on the list and they'll get you your pizza as well. Again, we want to just definitely let you guys know you are absolutely ready for this. You've been working really hard all year. I know your LA math teachers are excited to see what you know next week.
All right, so just a few remembers. Remember, you want to take your time on each question, read through those answer choices. Your teachers have given you strategies on how to choose the best answer. It's really important you get a good night's rest the night before. You know that your brain works better when it is rested and fresh and ready to go. And then make sure you eat something. Have a breakfast, have a snack. That also helps fuel your brain so you're able to be in your best testing mentality.
Yum. All right, also please arrive at school on time, particularly those students who take their IR Math LA that first period. That way we can make sure we get you in that testing session and then you can finish it at the appropriate time. Remember Chromebook, that's where you'll take your test, bring your charger as you usually guys do. AirPods, headphones are allowed to be brought to the testing session. There will be times when teachers will ask you to actually get those out to use for portions of the IR, so bring those with you specifically for the ELA portion. You can bring a snack if you like, a book to read when finished, and math only.
All right, so why does this matter? Why are we talking about this testing? It's a way for us to see how well we are doing based on standards. And in case you didn't know, Stanford University, very prestigious university, has ranked District 54 and Meade Junior High in particular in the top 2% of the nation as far as our performance goes when we look at our IAR test and our math test.
For the record, Illinois is a better school than Stanford, but we can respect Stanford. This is the, it's a lot of stuff going on the screen, but this is actually a snapshot into our, what they call our Illinois, or a Meade's report card at the state level. So this is all online for everyone to see what Meade Junior High School is all about. This is why it's important to our community. You can see the IR scores are up there, our science assessment, who participates, etc. This is how actually Meade is measured at the state level, and interestingly, this is sometimes how houses are sold in these areas. Realtors will pull this up and rate well, this is a good neighborhood to live in because Meade Junior High School does a really, really nice job in the IR, which means it shows they prep their students well and they have a good school there. So this does mean something to our Meade community, specifically just where you live here, because this really represents who we are at the state level. I'll keep going. So as we start thinking about our performance here at Meade, on that, the dark green is actually where we scored last year as compared to in 7th grade reading. The light green is compared to the other 4 junior high schools in the district, and that white is where the state scored last year. So you can see that Meade did really, really well, was the best when it came to the district, and certainly was far exceeded where the state average was as well. So great, it shows you high performance. 8th grade, same. On the right side, you can see our scores are higher than our colleagues across the district, and certainly higher than the state on that left side. If you look at math, same. These are all really good bar graphs, guys, to see. I know maybe we get into bar graphs a little more than you do, but this just shows a level of achievement which is really impressive, and there's 8th grade math as well. So obviously a tradition of doing very, very well here. Our 8th grade students, these are your scores as 7th graders, which is really great. And so we're looking forward to seeing what you guys can do in 8th grade. Our 7th grade students are looking forward to what you can do as new Mustangs to us this year.
And what does IAR mean to you? We've talked about what it means to the community. You've seen how good your scores are. But what you need to know about you is this is a reflection of you and your learning. We know that we have the best students here at Meade and the best teachers. Obviously, you can see it from those graphs. What you need to know is that teachers do make decisions off of your IAR scores, your MAP scores, your Common Assessment scores. These scores give us a really good indication of who might need some extra help and who needs to be challenged a little bit more. So we want these scores to be representative of your true ability and what you can do. So please make sure you are putting your best effort forward when you're taking these tests. Remember, everything speaks. Everything that you do, whether it's your test scores, what the words you choose to use, how you treat others, it speaks, it represents yourself, it represents your family, and it represents Meade in every way.
Keep in mind, guys, we're the home of champions here. Our wrestling and volleyball teams swept the season trophies this year, so we win a lot here. So this is just another way to prove that we are the very best. So we're really excited to see what you guys can do. You are ready. Crush the IAR. Give your best effort. We look forward to seeing those results come back again and being able to brag on this group next year at the same time. All right, now on to the fun stuff. Today is the Happiness Hang after school until a 4 p.m. bus to kick off Happiness Month and enjoy some positive activities with your friends and teachers. The rooms and activities are based on the 5 tenets of happiness. All at 2:15. Any student who is planning on staying for the event, again, you didn't have to necessarily sign up yesterday, but we just want to get an idea, you can still come. We'll put their materials in their locker and come directly to the gym. We'll have the names of the students who RSVP'd in order to take attendance. From there, we'll go over the rooms and the expectations of the event. See you at the Happiness Hang this afternoon.
All right, sounds like we're a really great time to kick off March. Next week is District 54 Respect Week. Come prepared on Monday to wear white to share respect during the entire week. Club Unify will be handing out prizes to those participating in Spirit Week. Make sure to wear white on Monday. Teachers, make sure to hand out those horseshoes so students can win prizes.
This photo is taller than me. I just realized that. How'd that happen?
I have the tall stool.
You do? I have the short stool. All right, the annual District 54 multicultural event is tomorrow, Saturday, March 2nd. The event runs from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and will be at the Schaumburg Park District Community Recreation Center. That's a mouthful. Admission is free. Any questions, see Mrs. Lopez in room 228.
All right, get excited. It is Friday, which means it is once again time for this week's drawing of our lucky Golden Locker winner. Just a reminder, you can either put your horseshoes in the Golden Locker for a chance to win the weekly drawing, or you can bring your horseshoes to lunch every Wednesday to purchase items from our Meade Mall. So let's get to it. This week's lucky winner is Keely W. Congratulations and a huge thank you to Mrs. Filato for continuing to recognize students' Meade-made behavior by passing out those horseshoes. Keely, don't forget to come collect your prize in the front office by the end of the day today.
Ms. Garrity wants to let everyone know that softball club starts soon on March 18th in the Creation Studio. We'll be having an informational meeting, Come one, come all who are interested in playing softball this spring on the softball fields just west of the school here. If you have any questions or are interested, look for Miss Garrity or the permission slips in the cafeteria.
Okay, Mother Nature has pulled the rug out, so there will be no soccer for the rest of this week. However, the weather is looking promising for Monday, so keep your ears open for weather updates. Hope to see you on the pitch on Monday.
All right, congratulations to the JV Wrestling. There they are. Whoa, look at that picture. Love it. JV Wrestling team finishing the season undefeated and the conference champs. Individual conference championship winners were Jax B, Josh N, Dominic K, Dennis T, Philip T, Wesley K, and Oliver G. Individual finishers were Andres R, Bria H, Arush G, TJ M, Tasai L, Daniela M. Great season, Mustangs. A happy group there. Look at Guka. Oh my goodness.
All right, to keep that going, the varsity wrestling team finished off the season with an outstanding effort to best the field by more than 25 points last night. Great job, making them back-to-back dual and conference champions. 7 Mead wrestlers won conference last night. Those are David I, Brian H, Connor W, Eric K, Daniel W, Gabe K, and Dacia D. Every other wrestler finished in the top 4 in conference, which is an outstanding accomplishment. Those wrestlers include Michael W. with a hard-fought second place, Lucas R., Daniel B., Ben L., Shimon W., and with a second place finish, Miles H., and Ethan B. Thank you for a memorable night and season.
Congratulations to all those wrestlers. A huge congratulations to the 8th grade girls volleyball team for winning the tournament championship last night by defeating the Adams Marvin the Martians. The girls finished the season as undefeated conference champions and tournament champions with a record of 12-1. Way to go, ladies. Back-to-back champs. Coach Donald is very proud of you, as we are as well.
And to keep going with that as well, in typical fashion, your 7th grade girls volleyball team came from 1 game down to beat the Adams Crusaders last night and become tournament champions. The team finished with a season record of 11-2. Way to keep fighting, ladies, and never give up. Coach Haney is so proud of every single one of you. Keep playing volleyball, and hopefully we will see you again next year. Great job.
Mr. Don and I are actually looking into it. We think our 8th grade class might be the most decorated athletic class in the history of Meade, so well done. We continue our winning ways. Birthday shout-outs today go to Nathan B., Liam H., Maggie H., Keegan H., Lila M., and our very own Mrs. Hoppish. Happy birthday. Also celebrating over this glorious weekend, Ava G. and Dylan P. Happy early birthday. Students, it is Friday. Make it great as you do every single Friday. And we'll hopefully see many of you at the Happiness Hang this afternoon. Enjoy your weekend.